Hello everyone, and welcome to English Story Radio channel. Today, I'm excited to share an English story with you. If you enjoy this story and want to see more like it, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. That way, you'll be the first to know when I upload new content. Without further ado, let's get started. Once upon a time, there were three best friends named Lily, Max, and Tom. They had been friends since they were children, and they shared a love for ancient history. They had always dreamed of visiting the land of the pharaohs and seeing the pyramids with their own eyes. After months of planning, they finally decided to embark on a once-in-a-lifetime journey to Egypt. As they landed in Cairo, they were struck by the heat and noise of the bustling city. The first thing they did was check into their hotel, which was located in the heart of downtown Cairo. They were excited to explore the city, so they decided to start by walking around and seeing what they could find. As they strolled through the narrow streets, they saw the colorful markets and the historic buildings that gave the city its charm. They took pictures of everything they saw, from the street food vendors to the souvenir shops. They were fascinated by the blend of old and new that they saw in the city. They visited the famous Tahrir Square, which is the site of many historic events, including the 2011 Egyptian Revolution. They saw the statue of Gamal Abdel Nasser, the Egyptian revolutionary leader, and learned about his role in the country's history. Next, they went to the Cairo Tower, which is one of the city's most iconic landmarks. The tower stands at over 600 feet tall and offers panoramic views of the city. They rode the elevator to the top and were amazed by the breathtaking views. They took many photos and marveled at how the city looked from above. For dinner that night, they decided to try some traditional Egyptian food. They went to a local restaurant and ordered kushari, a dish made of rice, macaroni, and lentils. They also tried fulmedams, a stew made of fava beans and spices. They found the food to be delicious and were happy to have tried something new. The next day, they hired a guide to take them to the pyramids of Giza. As they approached the pyramids, they were awestruck by their size and majesty. The pyramids were built over 4,500 years ago as tombs for the pharaohs. They learned about the different pyramids and the pharaohs who were buried inside. They explored the inside of the pyramids, which was dark and cramped. They saw the intricate hieroglyphics on the walls and the mummies that were buried inside. They marveled at the skill and precision it must have taken to build such incredible structures. After exploring the pyramids, they decided to ride camels around them. They thought it would be a fun way to see the pyramids from a different perspective. They mounted the camels and rode around the pyramids, taking in the breathtaking views. They took many photos of themselves on the camels and with the pyramids in the background. The following day, they visited the Sphinx, a massive statue with the head of a pharaoh and the body of a lion. They learned about the myths and legends surrounding the Sphinx, such as the belief that it guards the pyramids from evil spirits. They marveled at the ancient craftsmanship that went into creating such an incredible statue. They took many photos of the Sphinx from different angles and marveled at its size and beauty. Their next stop was Luxor, the city of temples. They took a train from Cairo to Luxor, which took about 6 hours. As they arrived in Luxor, they were struck by the beauty of the city. They visited the Karnak temple, which is one of the largest ancient religious sites in the world. They walked through the massive pillars and saw the intricate carvings on the walls. They learned about the history of the temple and the gods that were worshipped there. They also visited the Valley of the Kings, which is a burial site for pharaohs and nobles. They saw the tombs of Tutankhamun, Ramses II, and other famous pharaohs. They learned about the elaborate burial rituals that were performed and the treasures that were buried with the pharaohs. After a few days in Luxor, they headed back to Cairo for their last day in Egypt. They decided to visit the Egyptian Museum, which is home to some of the most incredible artifacts from ancient Egypt. They saw the famous gold mask of Tutankhamun and the mummy of Ramses II. They were fascinated by the ancient artifacts and the stories behind them. As the sun began to set on their last day in Egypt, they sat on the rooftop of their hotel and reflected on their incredible journey. They had seen the pyramids, explored ancient temples, and learned about the rich history of Egypt. They had tried new foods and met new people. They had made memories that would last a lifetime. As they boarded their plane back home, they were filled with a sense of gratitude and wonder. They had explored the wonders of Egypt with their closest friends and had experienced something truly magical. They knew that they would always look back on this trip with fondness and appreciation.